Okay, guys, I am back with the best chocolate chip cookie recipe that you've ever had in your entire life, and it's just in time for Valentine's Day. Is there a more classic dessert in America than a good old chocolate chip cookie? I think not. It is the one sweet that can bring both kids and adults together in agreement, alongside a tall glass of cold milk. And although they seem simple, creating the perfect chocolate chip cookie takes some skill. But don't worry, you don't have to figure it out alone. I am here tonight to share with you my best chocolate chip cookie recipe, and that way you can make this sweet treat anytime your heart desires. When it comes to the best cookies, not only can the ingredients and the flavors vary, but textures are also a really big part of the equation. For example, some cookies are really big and puffy, while others can be large and flat. Some are thin and crispy, while others are super soft to the touch. There is no right or wrong texture when it comes to cookies. There are just preferences. And speaking of preferences, let me tell you mine and why I think it makes the best chocolate chip cookies ever. I like large cookies that are flat, slightly crispy around the edges, and buttery and soft in the center. I like ooey gooey cookies. They are the perfect texture for dipping into a glass of cold milk, and that's exactly what you're going to get with my chocolate chip cookie recipe. Another popular type of cookie is the New York style. This cookie style has become popular in New York City and extended worldwide in the last couple of years, but it's not something that I grew up with. The cookies are massive. I guess a big cookie for the Big Apple. They're almost impossible for one person to finish and are often shared between people. My only issue with this type of cookie is its very prominent flour flavor, and I prefer a buttery flavor. These are the crumble cookies of the world, and it's no surprise that the flour shines on them because they're such thick cookies. My chocolate chip cookies are simply a combination of flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, chocolate chips, semi-sweet, and milk chocolate, alongside eggs, butter, vanilla, brown sugar, white sugar. They are exactly as I described earlier, which I think is the most perfect cookie. They are huge, but they are flat, buttery, slightly crispy around the edges, and they are perfect. And once you've mastered making this recipe, I encourage you to try some other things with my delicious chocolate chip cookies. You can make ice cream sandwiches with 2 of them by putting a scoop of vanilla in the middle, pressing it till flat, and popping it in the freezer. Or use my cookie dough recipe to make a cookie cake in any shape that you like. As always, the full recipe can be found on my blog. The link is in the description. You have to make this one, guys. You absolutely have to.